people get hypnotized by the phenomenon and objects of the world. We're so used to putting our attention on those that we keep losing sight of the backdrop of silent awareness. Just like we lose sight of that same backdrop that underlies our own thoughts. Instead, we put attention on our thoughts. It's kind of like being in a movie theater and always being so focused on the images on the screen that we don't at all notice the screen itself. And that makes sense in a movie theater. It's not much fun just to look at the screen. But in the case of Brahman, infinite, unbounded wholeness, bliss consciousness, that screen of consciousness, there's a much bigger payoff being aware of that than there is being aware of just the phenomenon in the world, these limited boundaries. So there's a much bigger payoff there. So why not develop that mindfulness of Brahman? This is what's going to actually bring you the fruits of all those meditations. Living Brahman consciousness, being aware of the self in all beings and all beings in yourself. So let's put it another way. Who realizes Brahman? The last line of the Teja Bindu Upanishad makes this very clear. It says, those who make Brahman their highest refuge realize Brahman. Those who make Brahman their highest refuge realizes Brahman. Nobody else. So you can't realize Brahman if you're always absorbed in the images on the screen. To realize the screen, you have to begin to focus on the screen, no matter how much you meditate. Now, true, meditation is very important. All the way through your life, meditation will be important because it's going to purify this panchakosha. And before enlightenment, that will give you deeper, more perfect samadhi, make the mind very concentrated and powerful. That, of course, helps having awareness of Brahman in activity. And after enlightenment, it's still important to, for the same reason, make the panchakosha very pure so that that full value of Satchidananda, of Brahman, shines through. So you embody more of Brahman. The saturation level of Brahman can still be turned up more and more. But to realize Brahman, we have to cease making the world our highest refuge. We have to begin to focus on Brahman.